You saw the designs. Now witness how the Hill collection is brought to life. The Hill collection was designed to be a collective of 3 houses with individual distinct identities. However, they are designed with the consideration of some relativity with each other so that they are still part of a unique collection. It is designed for a wide age range where families could be starting off. It could be a young couple living in the house with a lot of spare rooms for other functions such as interests and hobbies, friends and relatives to come over. So for plot 1 and 2, where it's visible from Clifton Vale, you will see that the design language, we have paired a convex and concave facade design such that each has its own unique identity, but there is some close relation to each other. And for plot 3, we have very unique bands that run across the entire facade. This plot is particularly wide, and we have used that design language to create an even stronger presence from the street view. So we have actually spent quite a lot of time sourcing for good materials, finishes and windows. For windows in particular, we are using sapphire windows, which we had gone down to their showroom personally to understand the qualities they possess, such as heat and sound insulation. These are very important to create a very conducive environment within the house. Areas of the house are also finished with marble, which was carefully selected by ourselves together with the developer. So for plot 1, you will find that we have lifestyle in mind when we do spatial planning. So the entertainment spaces are placed in the lower first level, which is a natural basement. That is where your guests can come in and go into the basement, where you can have karaoke there, you can have a bar there, and right next to it is the swimming pool. And on the first floor, you have the dry kitchen, the wet kitchen, the living room, and large panel windows that allows natural sunlight to fly into the space. And moving on to plot 2, the internal layout is pretty similar, but we do have a flare out on the staircase, which is a very beautiful and gorgeous sculptural staircase leading from the side of the car porch or from the main entrance down into the lower level where the swimming pool is. So while the plots are of different shapes, we have taken into consideration how to maximize the quality of spaces. So plot 3, you enter via Croucher Road, and what is fantastic about plot 3 is actually once you enter through the car porch, you will find that the car parking space is just simply massive. And what's more, after you get off your car, you have a fantastic basement entertainment space. Moving into the indoor space is large enough to house a bar, a karaoke room, a whole system there with a large sofa. There is a powder room dedicated to this floor as well. So everything is contained in the basement, where if you have guests over and it's going to be a rowdy party, that can be contained. When you go up to the first floor, that is where the bedrooms begin, and also leading up to the second floor. There is a fantastic staircase at the end of the building where it creates this circular space motion as you traverse up to the attic floor. And this is flanked by large panel windows where you can look out into the landscaping area below. We have made sure that privacy is of utmost importance. We have planned for windows that are on high and low level, but in the central area, it is a solid wall. So that way, the corridors are brightly lit, but privacy is observed. Now moving on to the attic floor, this is where things get exciting. So you can actually get fantastic views up here, and you're gonna see the treetop canopies, you're gonna overlook other houses over their roofs and get a great view of the greenery while having your living and dining all the way up here. The skylight creates a fantastic ambience and the shadow casting from the natural lighting is just amazing.
Not only does it allow for natural light to come in, the heat is allowed to escape at the highest point, therefore keeping the space cool.
Yes, this would be a very, very unique and distinct experience in terms of having the living and dining on the attic floor. So the Hill collection is something that we've poured our heart and mind into. We put a lot of thought into the design, the little nitty-gritty details, and working together with a developer who really values the outcome of the project. We have made sure we pay attention to the little details and how everything comes together. One of the things that I really want people to remember after experiencing the house is how sophisticated the spaces can feel even with a simple design. But here, we really focus on the quality of space and how users will get to enjoy the space.